Home Alone, July 12th. I didn't want to put this up on Reddit just for it to be called a piece of fiction. I don't even know where to start. But excuse my lack of storytelling skills. I guess I'll just start. It was the middle of summer, and if I remember correctly, my parents had left that weekend due to a work trip, which meant I was all by myself for the weekend. Also, I feel like I do have to mention that my sleep schedule was really messed up around this time. I would sleep and get up at just about any time of the day, though I did plan on fixing that. I remember waking up to the blaring alarm sound. It was annoying. I woke up around 8 after a nap that evening. It was actually 8:03 to be precise. I remember that. My vision was still blurry, but as I rubbed my eyes and stood up, it seemed to get better. My stomach was growling and I was still tired. If I could just eat some food and go back to bed, that's what I wanted to do. It looked like I missed 3 texts from Mom. I was hoping to order pizza, but it looked like she put lasagna in the fridge. I remember seeing the doormat at my parents' door. It's so weird they had it there. I opened the fridge and there was the lasagna, ice cold. No problem though, I thought to myself. A few minutes in the oven, it'll be all good. I checked for the fridge for anything else, but there was nothing of interest. Just lasagna would have to do. I always appreciated how nice and clean our house was. And with the ding of the oven, the food was done. The food was nice and hot now, just the way I liked it. But my favorite things to do was to watch TV while I ate. I almost forgot to turn on the TV, I was so excited about the lasagna though. Don't you hate it when you sit down and eat your food and forget to turn on your TV? I remember watching the show, and it was about maybe adventurers or explorers. I couldn't really remember. They were journeying to some sort of ruins maybe, or a ceremony. It was interesting, but I was more focused on the lasagna in front of me. I was really hungry, and I was ready to get back to bed and fix my sleep schedule. I was already feeling very sleepy after eating the food. I remember throwing the tin onto the pillow of the couch and deciding that I'll get it in the morning. But I got 2 texts from Mason. I'd invited him over for Mario Kart earlier, but looks like something came up and he couldn't make it. He still said I could go to Jessica's tomorrow though, and I should be able to make that. Remember he texted me again, thinking to myself, no worries buddy, I'll see you tomorrow. I wanted to hit the hay. As I got to the bed, I remembered I had homework to finish. I was upset and decided to just sit down and power through it. But I remember also thinking, there goes my sleep schedule. The next time I looked at the time, it was 12:30 or 12:38, but I'd got done homework for the day, and it only took a few hours. Now it was time to get some shut-eye. But I saw 2 more texts from Mom, and she just said not to stay up late. Well, it's just me here, I thought, so shouldn't be a problem. And I shouldn't hear from Miss Paula unless I'm snoring too loud. I fell asleep, and I remember shortly after, maybe around 1 o'clock, I woke up again, and my eyes were drowsy again, but my mouth was dry. I needed some water. I remember looking over at the clock. It was 1:16. That was the time. As I walked out, there was this annoying tapping sound, kind of like a clock, but it was very loud. But I wasn't too concerned. I just wanted some water. I grabbed the bottle, closed the fridge, and decided to take it up to my room. I could always just leave it on my desk, what I didn't drink. I was walking up the stairs drinking it. It was deliciously cold. Another slurp, and I slammed the bottle down by my homework. I started to head to my bed. I was still sleepy. Mom sent a picture at 1:16. What the hell? There was somebody at our door. I was frightened, but I didn't believe it. It had to be a joke. Maybe Mason was pranking me. I remember peeking through the blinds and there was a man there. It wasn't Mason. I needed to go upstairs. I needed to hide. I didn't know what to do. Paula saw them from across the street. He's peeking in the windows. I need to go hide. I'm gonna close my door and hide. I remember my thoughts were panicked. I couldn't think. I crawled under the bed and I just stayed there. I stayed so quiet, and I was reassuring myself in my head that everything was gonna be okay. I was trembling and shaking. That's when I heard the glass smash. There's a good chance he was in the house. But then I heard the doorbell ring. Why did the glass break if the doorbell was ringing? Something wasn't adding up. But Mom told me not to answer it, so I'm not going to. The thought repeated in my mind, but that's when I saw another text from Mom. It's Paula at the door. But what about the glass? She didn't know that. I had to go take a look. I remember creeping out. I stood to my feet and peeked out my door, and I didn't see anything. I was listening. I didn't hear anything either. As I got close to the door, I heard squeaking. That's when I saw my parents' door open. A silhouette of a man in the shadows. I quickly headed back to my room. He didn't seem to be moving. Maybe he was looking through their stuff. I crouched down by the lampshade, trying to keep an eye on him. The doorbell kept ringing. It must have been Paula, but my heart was beating like a rhinoceros in my chest, crashing the cage around it. That's when I heard the sounds of Savior. Sounds that relieved the fear from me. They were sirens. Police were on their way. And it looked like maybe he ran. I saw the shadows move, but when I checked on the sirens and I saw the flashing lights, I looked back. The glowing light was now gone. Thank you all for stopping by to watch our first episode on Fears to Fathom Home Alone. I'll be going through and showing you the different endings in a unique way that I think you'll like. So don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so when those new episodes come out, you'll get an alert. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.